Is Disney bad at Star Wars? Now, I can't even think of a more obvious thing. Is Disney bad at Star Wars? And joining us, Anna, that Star Wars girl.
Hello.
Hello.
Sanity.
Anna
Hi.
is loved
Hi.
by all on the internet. I just
Mhm.
want to
100%.
loved by all,
Weekenders especially
and is
love it.
never controversial.
Not at all.
Not at all. But this story dropped, and the reaction was a big duh. And we'll get into it. I'm going to scroll down a bit. I shared the link in the chat. Is Disney bad at Star Wars and analysis? And Alan and I are going to EFAP this on Wednesday. High budgets, scrapped projects, fan backlash. It's been 12 years since Disney bought Star Wars, and it's a galaxy far, far away, arguably has too many broken toys.
Broken dreams too.
Right. I put the link in the private chat there, but your initial thoughts on this, and because the story goes on to really point out that it points out the flaws, Disney's flaws in satisfying fans, but really turns it around. They are doing a good job. So they're playing it both ways. They've got the clickbait title that you can react to, but really in the end, this is a totally self-serving suck up to Lucasfilm. So I want to get your thoughts for those who have read through the whole thing.
Yeah, I just think it's clickbait.
Yeah,
That's all. These people are cowards, man. They're never going to tell the truth about what's happening at Lucasfilm and Disney. So, I think people have this weird hope right now that things are turning around and the tide is turning. It's not, guys. The tide isn't turning. People think all the woke stuff's about to go away. No, it's not going away. They're going to double down on it. They're going to keep doubling down on it. And they're going to take anything that's successful and transfer those funds into more bullshit. So, no, the tide isn't turning. These people are cowards. They're going to continue to pander.
That's what Disney's let Star Wars go. Star Wars has been infected with a zombie virus. It's just dying. You have to let it go. Shoot it with a shotgun.
It's Old Yeller at this point,
Pretty much.
That's kind of the way I feel too.
Anna, yell at them. Tell them how horrible they are, please.
Let's go.
I've been doing it for years, man. They don't listen to me.
But see, we keep saying this. We keep saying, oh, it's dead, it's over, but it's not. They're going to keep making more shit.
Yeah. They have to. They have to try and see if they can pay off that huge debt that they levied when they bought it from George Lucas. But it's funny. They just don't seem to have the right team in place in order to do what's needed and to make this money. I mean, Chris Gore.
You need more women creators.
Disney only knows how to make stuff for girls. And so when they bought a boys' brand, that's what they did. They're like, well, how do we sell this? Well, what do we do for girls? Well, let's do that. It's like, no, you don't do it that way.
Well, it's also a bad idea that they keep saying that they keep dismissing male opinions in a franchise that's predominantly beloved by men. Like, shouldn't men have more weight to their opinions in a franchise predominantly loved by men?
Well, you can say what you always say.
My quote tweet about it is very clear, and people were quoting me from like over a year ago
because it keeps getting proven true.
Right. And I just said, you're just now figuring this out. As I've stated previously,
first time.
Turning Star Wars from a boy brand into a girl brand will prove to be the costliest decision in movie history.
Same with Marvel.
To be clear, Star Wars is a boy brand that girls can love. Anna loves Star Wars. You are, you know a lot about aspects of Star Wars. Even I don't know.
The 6 movies in the expanded universe.
And I think women who like Star Wars like it because it's for boys, right?
Well, growing up, all the toys are in the boy aisle.
Right. And it doesn't mean women can't like Star Wars. It's a boy. I talked to a friend of mine who works in children's animation, and she told me something that I thought was really interesting. She's writes animation scripts for years, and she said, girls will watch a show made for boys like G.I. Joe or, anything that's targeting boys. Girls will watch it, right? Boys conversely, will not watch a show. Boys will not watch a show made for girls. So I think part of the reason last year, the biggest movie, I don't know if it was the biggest or second to Oppenheimer, but Barbie was the biggest. They knew the audience. The audience was adult women, fans of Barbie who loved Barbie as a kid. And it became not just a movie, it was an event. And good on them. And it doesn't mean that men can't like Barbie or gay men can't like Barbie, or mostly gay men probably like Barbie. But all I'm saying is,
But we weren't the target audience.
right, and that's okay. Women can love Barbie, and no one is saying they can't love it. And same thing with Star Wars, but it is primarily for boys. By shifting it into a girl brand or another female-led brown-haired British accent woman
Kathleen
leading
Kennedy
Star Wars.
insert.
Yeah. Like I'm just saying it's kind of at this point it's kind of obvious, but and I want to get everyone's take on all of this story that dropped, and I put the link in we'll share it with everybody.
I think one thing that was interesting about the Barbie movie is that it was made for women, obviously, but the fact is Ken became the star of that movie, and if you looked at it, they got really angry when everyone started liking Ken. I was like, I just couldn't help but think to myself, now you see how it feels. First time.
right.
Taste of your own medicine. The man got all the attention from your stupid girl movie. Ha ha ha. And then the second thing is, there is a story that I've heard floating around about One Piece, something that the author Oda did, where he gets constant barrages of letters from female fans asking, "Oh, put Luffy in a romantic relationship. Oh, do this, change that." And Oda says, Oda responds according to the story with, "I understand what you're trying to say, what you want me to do, but I'm not going to do it. This is a story for boys and men, and you're welcome to like it, but I'm not going to change it for you." And,
Good.
what's one of the most popular anime right now? Oh, One Piece. Which is the one that had the most popular live action remake? Oh, One Piece. That's right.
It understood its audience. It understands its audience,
Well,
so if you make something for the target audience shows up, and anybody that stands on the periphery that might like this, they'll show up too. It's like, hey, you know what? Star Wars may have not been made for women, but there's plenty of women that enjoy Star Wars for what it is, just like there's guys that like Barbie, you don't have to put monster trucks and, like attack helicopters in Barbie in order for guys to like it. Some guys like, hey, it was made for women and I enjoy it.
Like Barbie.
Yeah. There's guys that like the movie. It's like, hey,
I mean,
good movie.
I really like Ken. Ken was awesome in that movie.
Dude, if you went out of your way to make a Barbie,
I thought it was fine.
I think every single guy on this panel liked Barbie more than I did, and I'm the whammon.
I didn't watch it, Anna, because I'm a heterosexual.
And you know what? You probably enjoyed it more than I did by not even watching it.
Probably.
But
look at My Little Pony. It was loved by little girls and grown-ass men.
Let's not look at My Little Pony, actually.
But honestly, women don't care about other women. They care about men. So, like, look at Twilight. That's a whammon franchise. Nobody gives a shit about Bella. Everybody likes Edward or Jacob.
Hashtag Team Edward.
When you get Ryan Gosling as Ken in a Barbie movie, girls do like Margot Robbie, but they're still going to like the guy because you get a bunch of middle-aged single women or divorcee women, and they want to still look at Ryan Gosling because even though he's in his 40s, he's still in shape.
Look how good Thor did. Look
how good the first Aquaman movie did when it was advertised that he was going to be shirtless the whole movie. Less than 7 minutes. I want my $20 back.
So miscast.
That deserves a D. I mean, that's what deserves a D.
Yeah.
Shut up. He was perfect for those 7 minutes.
That's all that matters.
It's supposed to be 6'4".
It's not an F. It's a
short
D.
king.
7 minutes.
But would you agree, Anna? Like, for example, I think this is a weird trope, and Film Threat even did a couple videos on this. It's every male character in a Marvel movie gets shirtless.
Good.
But then I'm saying, I think they knew that, and I think that even like San Diego Comic-Con was a mostly male attended event. If you saw a woman at Comic-Con in the 90s, it was like a Bigfoot
Unicorn.
sighting. It was like a unicorn or a Bigfoot sighting. But since it was like 2007 when Twilight got big,
Yep.
when Marvel movies got big, and now it is fully, you go to a con like LA Comic-Con, San Diego, it is 50-50 male, female.
Yep.
It is.
I
So-
honestly
It's the women's
think that
fault.
there's actually more girls there because of the cosplay and everything.
Yes.
And honestly, good. I like it should be mixed up, man. But it doesn't mean that the brands have to cater to the
Capitulate.
modern audience. You know what I mean? Like it's
They were already there for the food. You don't need to change the recipes.
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm okay with Thor looking the way that he does in movies,
But
right?
put
Like,
Natalie Portman next to him is what I'm saying. Get her naked too. Give both sides something.
well, I mean, I think Natalie Portman looked great in Star Wars. Like they didn't have to really sexualize her. I mean, even that the like leather outfit that she wore in the second episode, she's completely covered, but that was like the dominatrix outfit that George was talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Natalie Portman, I don't really see her as like a sexual person, the way that like you would see Aquaman coming out of the water, you know?
Yeah, but
kind
I
of
was a
thing.
teenage boy, and much like Anakin,
But
I
that's
was
the
a
thing, you can do
thirsting.
it tastefully. You can have
Yes,
Natalie
they did it
Portman and
tastefully.
Thor and still be attractive. I mean, maybe she's insecure because she's had babies now, but I mean, I've always thought Natalie Portman still looked good in the movies. I didn't watch that last Thor movie, so I can't talk about that.
I just
Yeah,
meant
but
don't
you're like
objectify
Natalie
the men.
Portman in The Professional. So
Oh, there you go. Oh no.
Hey,
For a
look,
long
the
time,
ladies
media
at
file
Aquaman,
films
we
are
had
not
Amber Heard,
appropriate.
right? So it all worked out. Hey,
Yeah,
say
well-
what you want to. I don't care what anyone says. You guys can front if you want, man. We were all on Amber Heard until we found out she shit in beds. So
Until you find out that
Some
she's
men like her
pregnant.
more.
don't try to pretend
Yeah,
like
some
you didn't
people
think
like
Amber
that
Heard
too, yeah.
wasn't hot.
But this story, the couple things about this story. One, again, the mainstream media, they make it safe to tackle this topic by basically baiting you with what you think it's going to be, echoing things that fans have been saying. A lot of fans have been saying this. There's no reason, if there were as many people as they claim love the Acolyte as they do, it would have gotten a season 2. It would have gotten ratings.
Yeah.
Nobody watched it. Like nobody is watching Agatha. And I do think there's even disinterest in videos on YouTube hitting
There
on
is.
Agatha.
Gary's videos for Agatha way lower compared to
Like,
other ones.
Nobody
Nobody cares.
I know we
nobody-
joke
I-
about it that we're the only ones watching stuff to cover it, but I actually think that is the case with Agatha. It is only like the people covering it and or that we're directly involved in it.
And you know why? Because Agatha is not bad enough to even hate. It's
No,
just
Acolyte
forgettable.
was fun to make fun of. Yeah, Agatha is
It
just
was.
like down the witch's road. It's
Yeah.
forgettable.
It was like Madam Web was so bad.
I love
You
Madam Web.
could actually laugh, and it had very attractive women in it. And so, I don't know. That one gets a pass.
Madam Web was like the comic book version of The Room. Okay, I love Madam Web.
Hey, we met Alan and I met Tommy Wiseau at I bought underwear from him. I'm wearing it now.
His or just
He
his
even signed
brand?
it. So.
He has branded underwear.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
I'll
god.
I'll do a
There's
video
plenty
for
of room.
members only
Are they very
Our members will
supportive?
drop.
geez.
from that.
Plenty of room. You
I'm
get
just
it?
saying, where is the end game here? Because it was I am the source of the story that said that Kathleen Kennedy wants to retire. She wants to go out on a win, on a big win, some critical success, financial success, whatever it is. She's ready.
So she's never leaving, is what you're saying.
Well,
She better start pandering to some men pretty quickly now.
Skeleton Crew is going to be a banger. Mandalorian and Grogu going to be all the billions.
Well, if she gives John Favreau a lot of leeway, maybe that'll be the good movie she can go
I
out.
thought John Favreau was leaving and
He
not
is.
coming back.
Have you
He's
heard that
running-
last big?
He's running for the hills.
Chris, were you the one that the last big story that they're not going to have Bo-Katan be the new Mandalorian? She's going to be the one that sacrifices herself, meaning it would continue to be Pedro?
that
Is that a
wasn't
course
me.
correction?
That
Okay.
wasn't me, but I did hear that Favreau after the movie is done, and he's glad to be done.
I
Yeah.
bet.
But I just hear it's not fun to work for that company, which shouldn't
Don't
surprise. Yeah,
right.
shouldn't surprise anyone.
Well, I bet you Sam Raimi's never going back.
Well, yeah, they cut off your balls in order to work there. It's a pretty hefty price.